Arun developed something which he was not asked for, but I think this is a huge and disruptive step to also benefit society. Tell us more, Arun.
Thank you, Tatiana. So, hello everyone. I'd like to talk about how we are designing systems, how we are designing applied AI systems today. A lot of learnings from the previous computing waves are baked right into the heart of everything that we do. And to give a glimpse of what are those learnings, good or bad, that we are baking right into it, we need to have a glimpse of what the previous computing waves were. So the foundational level, we had the microprocessor wave, which is based out of silicon, and then came operating systems, and then came connecting machines, which was internet was the protocol that took over. And then came around about the same time, cloud computing, mobile computing, etc. So if you look at the theme, two major themes that you can observe. As we moved from bottom to top, you could see how it moved from an open ecosystem, which is championed by GNU and Linuxes of the world. Linux now powers almost everything that we know as of about computing. So it became from open to something in cloud computing, it's more of a closed ecosystem. And if you look at networks, internet is not a monopoly. It is not controlled by anybody. It championed the idea of decentralization, but at the same time, no one company can influence how internet works. From that, we got into the next wave, which is mobile computing, where you have these walled gardens, which is mostly controlled by two companies. So how do we think about intelligence computing, the name that we could use as the next wave in computing? Either we could go with the same approach, or we could reimagine computing this is exactly how we started off. So when I first interacted with LLMs, the idea, as Michelle talked about, it was magic. But the way I looked at it, it was made of something which I call magic silicon. And what if we could redefine computing, not with the current wave, but rather if we start everything from scratch? Which allowed us in designing systems, especially in Deutsche Telekom for the applications that we build, we wanted to build those basic abstractions, which champions these ideas right from the start. So we have something called as language models operating system, which was mostly a conceptual component, which tries to abstract how you will now not be tied to one language model or so. Then we build something on top, which is called the agents platform, on top of which you can build multiple agents, which is the future of computing as we think. And on top of this, we are building our chatbots, application bots, etc. So the story is we have a chance to define computing, and we are not only building applications, but all those design principles that we learned from previous computing waves, the good or bad, we are baking right into these design abstractions to be more open. When we talked about LMOS and platforms, how it can be sovereign. The agents platform can run in any machine or any data center, and how it can be a community-driven approach as we are more and more open sourcing some of these components, and how we can have governance and transparency by design right baked into the platform. All we need to do is put resources and give the direction to the right set of people who are motivated to do something more and not just driven by the current economic models. That's the fundamental thing. So if you put resources into the hands of people who are passionate, I can also vouch for what we did at Telecom. The whole development of LMOS, there was no initiative called LMOS. We wanted to build bots and deploy AI for better use to better serve our customers. But when we started this initiative, the way I pitched to bring some of the best people to work with us was to tell them, hey, we are not building chatbots. We might be able to shape the future of computing. We will first build probably an operating system. We might build the next computing platform. And then on top, we will build these platforms. The amount of excitement which brought together a small group of people who are contributing over weekends to these kind of projects is immense. There is no incentive. The incentive is to put resources right into those